Welcome back to the channel, where we take an in-depth look at the most exciting developments in the world of two wheels. Today, we are looking at a machine that manages to capture the very essence of British motorcycling heritage while pushing the boundaries of modern performance. Triumph has officially pulled the covers off the 2026 Speed Twin 1200 Cafe Racer Edition, a limited-run masterpiece that serves as a spiritual successor to the legendary Thruxton, while standing firmly at the peak of the current Speed Twin lineup. For those who were saddened by the departure of the Thruxton Final Edition last year, this reveal is exactly what the enthusiast community has been waiting for. It is a motorcycle that doesn't just look back at the golden age of the 1960s cafe racer scene. It reimagines that era with 21st century engineering and a level of componentry that would make a modern superbike blush. The first thing that hits you about the Cafe Racer Edition is its striking aesthetic. Finished in an exclusive dual-tone scheme of competition green and aluminium silver, the bike is a masterclass in visual balance. The paintwork is separated by hand-painted Empire Gold coach lining that follows the aggressive lines of the 14.5-liter fuel tank. This golden detailing is mirrored in the unique Cafe Racer Edition graphics, giving the bike a premium, bespoke feel that justifies its limited production status. Triumph has confirmed that only 800 units will be produced for the entire global market, with each bike being supplied with a unique certificate of authenticity. This exclusivity ensures that the Cafe Racer Edition will likely become a highly sought-after collector's item almost as soon as it hits dealership floors in March 2026. But the beauty of this machine is far more than skin deep. Underneath that gorgeous bodywork lies the heart of a true athlete. The bike is powered by Triumph's high-compression 1200cc Bonneville parallel twin engine, a power plant that has become legendary for its rich character and relentless torque. For 2026, the engine has been refined to produce a peak power output of 105 PS at 7,750 RPM, with a massive 112 Nm of torque arriving at just 4,250 RPM. The 270-degree firing order ensures that the engine retains its signature offbeat thrum, a sound that is further amplified by a brushed stainless steel 2x2 exhaust system with twin upswept silencers. Whether you are pulling away from a stoplight or powering through a high-speed sweeper, the delivery is immediate, linear, and deeply satisfying. This is an engine designed for the real world, providing explosive mid-range punch that makes every gear a joy to explore. To ensure that this power is manageable and usable, Triumph has equipped the Cafe Racer Edition with a top-tier chassis and suspension setup borrowed directly from the Speed Twin 1200 RS. At the front, you find a pair of 43mm Marzocchi upside-down forks, fully adjustable for preload, compression, and rebound damping. These are matched at the rear by twin Öhlins shocks with external reservoirs, which are also fully adjustable. This high-end suspension provides a level of road feedback and control that is usually reserved for the most focused, naked sports bikes. It allows the Cafe Racer to soak up mid-corner imperfections without losing its line, offering a ride that is both firm enough for spirited riding and compliant enough for all-day comfort. The bike rolls on lightweight 7-spoke cast aluminum alloy wheels, finished in a distinctive silver that complements the overall color scheme. These wheels are wrapped in Metzeler Racetech RR K3 tires, which provide an incredible amount of grip and confidence-inspiring feel, allowing the rider to truly exploit the bike's sporty geometry. The braking performance is equally impressive, handled by twin 320mm floating discs up front, squeezed by Brembo Stylema M4.30 radial calipers. These are controlled by a Brembo MCS Radiomaster cylinder with an adjustable lever, allowing the rider to fine-tune the braking feel and bite to their personal preference. At the rear, a 220mm disc is paired with a 2-piston Nissan floating caliper. The entire system is overseen by a lean-angle sensitive cornering ABS system, which works in conjunction with the optimized traction control to provide a safety net that is subtle but effective. These rider aids ensure that you can push the Cafe Racer to its limits with the peace of mind that the electronics are constantly monitoring traction and stability. What truly defines the Cafe Racer Edition, however, is the riding position. Triumph has replaced the standard bars with a set of low-slung clip-ons that shift the rider forward and down, creating a much more committed and athletic stance.
This nose-down attitude is emphasized by the addition of a color-matched headlight cowl and a dedicated single-seat layout. The seat itself is finished in a premium brown bullet-style leather with diamond stitching, featuring a removable rear cowl that hides the pillion area. In a nod to its focused single-rider intent, the passenger foot pegs have been deleted from the factory, though Triumph includes them in the crate for owners who might want to reinstate two-up capability later.
This combination of the low bars and the sculpted knee pads on the fuel tank creates a visceral connection between the rider and the machine, making you feel like a part of the bike rather than just someone sitting on top of it. The technology suite on board is a perfect blend of heritage and modernity. The cockpit features a combined LCD and TFT display that maintains a classic circular profile while offering a wealth of information. Through this interface, riders can toggle between 3 distinct riding modes: Sport, Road, and Rain. Each mode adjusts the throttle map and the intervention levels of the ABS and traction control to suit different riding conditions. The system also supports turn-by-turn navigation, phone connectivity, and music control via the My Triumph connectivity module. A discrete USB-C charging socket is also included, ensuring your devices stay powered on long weekend rides. One of the most significant technological additions for 2026 is the inclusion of the Triumph Shift Assist as standard equipment. This bi-directional quick shifter allows for lightning-fast, clutchless gear changes both up and down the 6-speed gearbox, further enhancing the bike's sporty character and making it incredibly rewarding to ride on a twisty mountain pass. Small details abound on this limited edition, from the machined bar-end mirrors and ribbed alternator covers to the black headbolt covers and the brushed aluminum mudguards. Every component feels like it has been chosen with an eye toward quality and longevity. With a wet weight of just 217 kilograms and a wheelbase of 1,414 millimeters, the Cafe Racer Edition is remarkably agile, changing direction with a lightness that belies its 1,200cc displacement. It is a bike that feels as much at home in the tight technical sections as it does on the open highway. As Triumph continues to refine its flagship modern classic range, the Speed Twin 1200 Cafe Racer Edition stands as a definitive statement. It is a bike for the purist who values the silhouette of a classic racer but refuses to compromise on the latest suspension, braking, and engine technology. It manages to bridge the gap between two worlds, offering a riding experience that is as emotionally resonant as it is technically brilliant. With deliveries starting in March 2026 and a starting price of around $18,895, the competition for one of the 800 units is expected to be fierce. It is a fitting celebration of Triumph's racing heritage and a bold look toward the future of the modern classic segment.